Attorney General Sessions was supposed to be a witness tomorrow before the Appropriations Committee. What happened?
Well, he said twice he was going to be there. Both times he went back on what he had said. He's not there. It'd be very unusual for Attorney General not to come and testify about his budget. I think he's very concerned about coming before us. I wish he would. He will go before the Intelligence Committee. If he thinks he's going to get tough questions in the Appropriations Committee, he's going to get equally tough ones in the Intelligence Committee.
Okay, his job as the Attorney General is to come when summoned by the Appropriations, because your job is at oversight over his budget, right?
Well, and we know that they're not spending some of their budget. For example, he's fired all the U.S. attorneys. It's 96 of them. None of that money is being spent. He's talked about increasing the cost of our Bureau of Prisons by going after people involved with marijuana, of all things. Yeah, we got a lot of questions we want to ask him.
Do you want to ask me questions about Russia?
That would be my first off question about Russia, because he didn't tell us the truth twice when he's under oath before.
Mistaken or not tell you the truth?
It wasn't truthful. He can call it whatever he wanted. He had to come back and say on those two occasions he did not tell the truth. Now we found things that indicate he had a third meeting. Let's find out under oath what it was, not what somebody thinks it was. Let's find out under oath. I mean, he's one of the few people who might appear under oath. Nobody in God's green earth thinks that Donald Trump is ever going to come up under oath. But Attorney General Sessions will.
Do you think that, by the way, getting back to this whole thing, the president, do you think there are tapes of the president's conversations with FBI Director Comey, or is he playing a cat and mouse, just dangling that in front of us?
If there are tapes, I can almost guarantee you they will corroborate what James Comey said. Whether you agree with Mr. Comey on one issue or another, he tells the truth. If he took contemporaneous notes, then that's what was heard.
All right, let me go back to this whole thing with Sessions, Attorney General Sessions. You served with him here in the U.S. Senate, and you know, there's a big difference between being mistaken and forgetting some meeting and intentionally lying. How do you decide which is which?
If I was a member of a presidential campaign and went and had major meetings with the Russians, I think I'd remember. Jeff Sessions is smart enough to remember.
If he just met in sort of a holding room with, I don't know this to be true, but 15 or 20 people, would you expect him to remember that?
I would assume he would, especially if he's there for the campaign. But let's have him come before the committee and explain. He gave us one answer before. He came back and afterward and said, look, that wasn't an accurate answer. Oh, by the way, I'm going to recuse myself. But when did he recuse himself? After he asked to have Director Comey fired for investigating the Trump administration's ties with the Russians. I mean, it becomes wheels within wheels.
Do you think he's deliberately dodging you, or it's sort of a scheduling problem and that he thinks that you should be satisfied with his deputy?
There's no scheduling problem. We asked him to come. He agreed two other times. We asked him to come tomorrow morning. He's not testifying before Intelligence until the afternoon. He could easily come.
So he's dodging you?
Well, he certainly isn't coming, even though he said 3 times he would. He's not going to be there.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me, or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.